new package, and I actually hope that this is what I think it is. So let's open this baby up. So this actually is what I was looking forward to, and quite a lot of more stuff. So without further ado, let's go through all the stuff and see what is and what you can actually do with it. So first things first, we got a remote with which you can actually increase or decrease the volume of the light. You can power it on from 20 meters away or turn it off. You can set the color temperature, and you can actually set different channels and groups if you have more than one light, which is fantastic if you want to control a whole range of lights. Next, we got a cleaning kit from Aperture. Includes 2 gloves, some fluids, and a microfiber to actually rub down your thing. It's always appreciated to have something like that. Then we got a power cable, and that is quite long as it seems. It seems to be around, I would guess, 2-3 meters at least, without a power brick, and that is also fantastic because I think the power brick itself is in the light, so you don't have to hassle such a thing around your shooting, and this is always really frustrating to have such a big power brick on your shooting setup. Then we got a standard Bowens mount reflector for the light itself, which is just to channel the light to a specific place. This has nothing to do with a softbox, but it's great to just throw a spot somewhere on your set. Then there are some barn doors, which are also really great in that case, because you can actually channel the light even more, and it comes with a honeycomb reflector that you put inside to actually make the light even a bit better and a bit softer. And then we also have different gels that are included for the barn doors in different colors that you can actually combine to make different colors as well, and to actually increase the light in your setup if you don't have an RGB light, or if you just want to flood the whole room with one color, then that is perfect. And then we have the actual Godox SL-60w. This is the LED light. It has 60 watt of power, a Bowens mount system, and it is one of the best and cheapest YouTuber LEDs that you can actually get that makes professional light in different situations. Just for clarity, this has been sent to me by Aperture, but I already have almost the same light. I have the newer SL-60w, so I'm going to test both of them in the same situation, and we'll test it out as a studio setup with 2 lights, with the barn doors, with the gels, and so on. And I will also test out only this unit to see what it can actually perform, or if it is even better than my single unit. So without further ado, let's go! So let's actually dismount my old trusty barn door kicker light and mount the SL-60w onto it and see how it performs and how it actually looks. To install the barn doors, it's pretty easy. You have 2 hooks and a springy thing. The 2 hooks go on the top side, and you just hang them in like that, and then connect the springy from the inside, and everything is perfectly fit. Now let's actually test out the light without the honeycomb and afterwards with the honeycomb to see the difference and if this thing is actually worth it. Oh, and I'm not going to put the light directly into the lens. I'm going to put it on the wall there to see how it looks. Damn. This is 10%. This is only 10%. That's insane. Look at the difference. 10%. Okay, let's go up to 50 or something to see. 50%, you can actually light out a complete room with it. I've set the barn doors so that you can actually see the shadows that they make. You can see it here on my shelf and here on the wall, and now we're actually inserting the honeycomb. The honeycomb is for actually clearing out the shadows. You will see in a second. Just put it on, press it in, There are no more really visible shadows. You have a small structure in it, but that is fine with me. Now you got clean barn door shadows. Shadows are much smoother on the wall. That's really fantastic. But can you actually see the small practical light that I've set up there in the background? There's something missing, I guess. It's a black head-on and that actually absorbs the light. So we're going to put on one of those gels and see how that affects the light output. Let's take a yellow one. What about a combination of yellow and red? Hey, we got the perfect color for it. Color grading it, that is easy, and you can actually increase the amount of lights in your practicals. Oh no, the scene is way too bright. I want something colder. Let's insert this new gel. Bam! Gels are fantastic because you can actually put on different moods onto the walls, and now I'm going to put on the green one as well. My hands, can you see my hands? Ah yes, here we go. That's the color you get out of it. Fantastic. And without, you actually get blue. Green is actually fantastic to make a certain mood, like a foresty, naturey, or a matrixy, Cody thing, you know. Maybe you have seen the movie, or maybe you're too young, I don't know. Now, just for comparison's sake, this is my key light and this is the kicker light I'm going to use. They are both absolutely exactly the same lights, other than there's one small difference. The name of the firm that has actually produced them. This one is a Godox, this one is a newer. I think they have some kind of relationship or something. So I normally have a 2-point setup for my studio thing, which means one key light and one kicker light, but I'm also using a practical light source to actually increase the light volume and the look of the studio setup. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to build all that up, and then we're trying to actually mount the new kicker so that it looks good. So this is actually my normal studio setup. The kicker stands here slightly tilted down onto my face. I'm tilting it straight towards my face. I'm normally speaking in that direction so that I get only half the light onto my face. Then we have a practical light that also gives a bit of glow inside of the monitor. And we have a slight orangey, tungsten-y light that goes over here, which really looks good in combination with the darker wood. Key light on, really nice. Practical light on, really nice as well. And now let's build the kicker. So this is my studio setup without any lights. I have my microphone right here at the center of the frame. It is just out of frame. I'm going to draw it in so you can actually see it. So this gives me a really good clarity. Then I have my key light right here. I have the new Godox SL-60 kicker right here, and the practical. Let's actually start with the practical light. Boop. This just gives a nice glow in this area, a nice glow on the wall, and it actually gives me a small halo here. And now let's actually introduce the key light and the kicker, and it's going to look like that. I really think it looks fantastic. I have a small kick light here on the back, and on the side of my thingy it stands straight in a 75-degree angle to me. The kick light actually directly 45 degrees to me. Both of them are a bit tilted, and the key light is actually a bit more intense than the kicker, but this looks fantastic. I really enjoy it. One thing that I have to actually mention, the light itself is fantastic. If you want to use it as a key light, go get yourself a soft box of any size. I am now using a 65 centimeter one. I'm going to get myself another 80 centimeter one to actually increase the light range so that I don't have to put the key light as near as I have it now. And also for the second light, I'm going to get the second soft box. This cost me around 40, so that's a really great investment. There's only one small thing that I don't like about the lights, and that's the radiators that you can hear. They are not too loud in the studio setup. I find it okay, but if you are having a quiet setup, or if you want a quiet setup, you should not get those lights. You can hear them, and my microphone is really intensely measured, so you should probably hear them. If you don't have your volume or your intensity on your microphone that high, you won't probably hear them. What I find interesting, I find the Godox to be louder than the newer one. I am not sure if that is true because I don't have a machine to actually see the correct numbers, but I find the Godox one to be a bit louder. But this could actually potentially be because I have a softbox on this and this blocks out some of the noise, and there's none on it. Overall, I find this is the perfect YouTube light for a small budget. If you don't have the money to get yourself one of the bigger lights like the Aperture or even the Falcon Eyes ones, then go get yourself a Godox or a newer one. They are both the same I think they are normally around 130 euros. They make perfect light, they make a really great light. If you get two, like I do, you can put a softbox on it and have it as a key light, or you can actually have it as a normal light and a kicker light or just a room filling light. This is perfect for shootings that don't require to be really, really quiet. So if there's anything that needs to be brightened up, this is a perfect light. If there's something you want to really make beautiful light around your face, then it's perfect. If there's a whole room, a really big room that you need to light up, then go get yourself a bigger light with a more watt power, like a 150 or 300 or something. They can actually make big rooms really, really brighten up, or you can potentially put light through the windows and emulate sun or moonlight. It is possible with this one, but if you have a bigger and a more powerful light, then this is much better. I myself am really glad that I now have both of those lights, or 2 times the same light in that case. And I want to thank Pergear once more for sending this to me. Thank you very much for watching. What do you think of the lights? Do you guys also have those? Or are you more into the Aperture ones? We have the Aperture ones actually on our work, and they are great as well. We have the 120D Mark II, I guess. And thank you very much for watching. My name was Leech, and we'll see us in the next video. I'm going to write the next script. Until then, goodbye.